Right now, something very serious is happening at the top level of leadership, and it is important for you to pay close attention. So please like this video and subscribe so you do not miss any updates as we go deeper into this story. A high-level meeting was called, a very important meeting where key decisions are expected to be discussed, but something unexpected happened. Vice President Chiwenga did not attend. Vice President Mohadi also did not attend. This is not a normal situation, and it immediately raises important questions about what is happening behind the scenes. When leaders at that level do not show up, it is not something small. These are people who are always expected to be present. Their absence changes the meaning of the entire meeting. It shifts attention away from what was supposed to be discussed and brings focus to what might be going wrong. So let us break it down slowly so everybody can understand clearly. Vice President Chiwenga is a very powerful figure. He has strong influence and a long history in leadership. He is not someone who just misses important events without a reason. At the same time, Vice President Mohadi is also part of the core leadership. When both of them are absent at the same time, it becomes a situation that cannot be ignored. Please like this video and subscribe as we continue, because this story is getting deeper. Now, when something like this happens, we start to look at possible reasons. One possible reason could be disagreement at the top level. Leaders may not always agree on decisions. Sometimes there are differences in ideas, in plans, or in direction. These disagreements are not always made public, but they can show through actions like this. Another possible reason could be internal pressure. Leadership is not always smooth. There are times when people feel uncomfortable with certain decisions. There are times when individuals feel they are not being heard. When that happens, it can create silent tension. Now think about this carefully. If everything was calm and united, would both vice presidents miss the same important meeting? That is a very important question. Please like this video and subscribe, because we are going step by step to understand what is really going on. There is also the issue of positioning. In leadership, people are always thinking about the future. They are thinking about influence, control, and direction. Even when things look quiet on the outside, there are always movements happening inside. Sometimes, not attending a meeting can be a way of sending a message. It can be a quiet way of showing disagreement without speaking publicly. It can also be a way of drawing attention to a situation. Now, let us look at the bigger picture. The country is going through important moments. Decisions being made right now affect the everyday life of citizens. So when there's even a small sign of tension at the top, people begin to feel uncertain, because leadership unity brings confidence. And when unity looks weak, even for a moment, people begin to ask questions. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe, because your support helps bring more updates like this. Now, let us go deeper. When two senior leaders are absent, it can also affect how decisions are made. It changes the balance in the room. It affects discussions. It may even delay certain decisions. This shows how important their presence is. But the silence around their absence is also very important. When there's no clear explanation immediately, it creates space for concern. People begin to look at every small detail. Every movement becomes important. Every delay becomes meaningful. Now, listen carefully. Leadership situations like this do not just happen suddenly without any background. There are always small signs before a big moment. Sometimes those signs are ignored. Sometimes they are not noticed until something like this happens. So this moment may be part of a bigger story. Please like this video and subscribe as we continue to follow this closely. Now, imagine you are watching everything from outside. You see a meeting taking place. You expect all top leaders to be present. Then you realize two key figures are not there. Naturally, you begin to ask why. That question alone is powerful, because once people start asking why, they start looking deeper. Now, there are also other possible explanations. It is important to stay balanced. There could be official reasons, there could be personal matters, there could be scheduling issues. But when two people at that level are absent together, it becomes harder to see it as a simple coincidence. So attention remains high. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe, because we are going deeper and deeper into this situation. Now, let us talk about what this means going forward. Situations like this can develop in different ways. Sometimes, things return to normal quickly. Other times, it leads to more visible changes. It depends on what is happening behind closed doors. What is important is to keep watching carefully, because small moments can grow into bigger stories. Now, think about leadership structure. Every leader has a role. Every position carries weight. When one part of that structure is missing, even temporarily, it creates imbalance. That imbalance may not be visible immediately, but it is there, and people can feel it. Please like this video and subscribe if you are following closely, because your support keeps this conversation going. Now, let us go even deeper into understanding behavior. In leadership, actions speak louder than words. Sometimes, what is not done tells a bigger story than what is done. Absence can speak, silence can speak, timing can speak. So this moment is not just about who attended the meeting. It is about who did not attend and why. That is where the real story is. Now stay with me, because this is where things become even more interesting. When situations like this happen, different interpretations begin to appear. Some people see it as a small issue, others see it as a serious sign. The truth usually sits somewhere in between, but it takes time to fully understand it. That is why continuous attention is important. Please like this video and subscribe, because we will keep breaking it down in simple English so everyone understands. Now, let us talk about timing. Timing in leadership is very important. When something happens at a specific time, it can carry meaning. It can connect to other events. It can signal something that is not yet openly said. So the timing of this absence also matters. Now, think carefully again. If this was just a random situation, would it happen at such an important moment? That is another question to consider. Please like this video and subscribe as we continue. Now, another key point is public confidence. People look at leadership for direction. They look for stability. They look for unity. When there is uncertainty, even small, it can affect how people feel about the future. That is why moments like this are important. They may look small, but they carry weight. Now, let us continue. There is also the idea of communication. When something unusual happens, people expect clear communication. When communication is slow or limited, it increases curiosity, and curiosity leads to more attention. Now, attention is fully on this situation. Please like this video and subscribe, because we are explaining everything step by step. Now, imagine what could happen next. There could be clarification, there could be explanation, there could be normal appearances again, or there could be continued silence. Each of these possibilities carries a different meaning. So watching what happens next is very important. Now, let us slow it down again so everyone understands clearly. Two top leaders did not attend a key meeting. This is not normal. It creates questions. It brings attention. It opens the door to deeper thinking about what may be happening internally. That is the situation. Please like this video and subscribe as we continue to follow every development. Now, we are not rushing to conclusions. We are observing carefully. We are connecting the dots slowly. That is the best way to understand complex situations like this, because quick conclusions can be misleading. Now, stay focused, because this story is still developing and every new detail will matter. Please like this video and subscribe so you stay updated at all times. Now, let me ask you something. Do you think this is a simple absence, or do you feel there is something deeper happening? Think about it carefully, because your understanding matters. We will keep watching, we will keep analyzing, and we will keep bringing you clear and simple updates. Something is happening at the top level, and step by step, the full picture will become clearer. Like this video, subscribe, and stay tuned.